Right, so part two, I'll show you another way as well. Of course, we went over earlier on about grub bootloaders and things. If you're going just directly to your USB stick, you can install on that or on a hard drive. That's not going to be a multi-boot. The other one that we tried before, multi-boot, didn't work on the GPT, but it does work if you do the MBR disk and then use BCD editor within Windows. But I'm just going to show you another quick way if you have any issues trying to put anything on another disk. Well, if you've got the Ubuntu installation disk, what you can do is come down the bottom there, just bring up disks. Okay, so where are we? If it doesn't come up, just type it in. What should have already, yeah, no, it's not there. So we're just going to go to the search bar up here. Just going to type in disk. Alright, so we want there, disks. Alright, 32 GB drive. That's the one that we've actually just put in everything. Like that's the installation disk. And this 16 GB one is the one that we're going to end up putting it in. Okay, so what we're going to do here is highlight the 16 GB and then just go up to the three dots at the top. Alright, and what we want to do is say restore disk. And then we're going to get the disk image, which we've got it on Ventoy. Oh, it may not let us get it through this because we're using this as the, okay, that's right, we'll have to put the other drive in. So if you've got another drive with a disk image on it, put that in. Okay, so I've got my disk in there for my different ISOs, so we're just going to click on the one that we're wanting to do, which I'm going to do that Android Pie. Then we're going to go to open, and then we're going to go start restoring. Okay, and then it's going to put the disk image in. We say yes, restore the 16 GB because we're installing it to this USB stick down here. Okay, as I say, this is just another way of doing it if you get stuck, if anything doesn't work. So you could use the Ubuntu installer and do it this way, and then just put the image directly to it. Alright, so I'll come back once it's done and just show you the results. And after that, we'll go back to the original way of install. I'll show you again just as a refresh, just to so you exactly know how to get that on there. Alright, so that's just finished up. It's just done the partitions there. You'll see there so it's created them there. So now we can just close out of everything, and we can just reboot the computer. And it's going to tell us to take out the installation media, which that's everything we've done to do an install. Okay, we're going to do a restart. Oops. No, we're not. We're going to do a turn off. Power off. And please remove your installation media. Alright, so remove that. So now what we'll do is turn the computer back on and see if it boots into that drive. Normally it does. This is just a different Android. I haven't actually done Android Pie before, so we'll wait and see. So it's actually going to do it from there. That's a bit of a pain. Oh well, we'll just go into laptop mode. Actually we'll go Android TV, because I've actually got this connected to the TV, as you can see. So of course this is how you can turn your normal TV into an Android TV, well, TV box. And of course this is what would turn the old, this is just a 2-core, it's only got 4 GB of RAM, and if you can put an 8 GB stick in there, it's going to make a big difference. This is Android Pie. Obviously it's all Google orientated, so I don't think we'll be able to de-Google that one. But if future videos, if you want to know how to de-Google a Android TV box, of course I'll do a thing on that. It won't be on the Pi. Obviously that whole thing is set up as Google. This is the first time I've done Pi. But yeah, the Android TV 7 and 8, they'll be fine. And as I say, in a future video I might show you, we might do a de-Google of them. Still show you how to use them. Now we'll let this do its thing, load up, and we've got Android TV now on a TV that's not a smart TV. You'll see there I've actually disconnected the laptop screen, just to conserve power, but and plus I'm not going to use it in the end. Okay, so if you're wanting to watch the next part, of course this was part 2 of the video, just showing you another way of doing it, of it, you know, installing to a drive using the Ubuntu. And when you go into Ubuntu, you're just trying it, you're not installing it. Of course, next video, I'll do a video and I'll actually, what we're going to do is convert this completely. This laptop, get rid of the screen. So there's nothing, if you've got a laptop with a broken screen, this is something you can do. A lot of people will tell you that your HDMI to TV won't work unless you have a Android phone or tablet. Yes. Easy transfer account, network details. Oh no, we'll skip that one.